how that should be interpreted? I'm kind of scratching my head.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm trying to, you're playing words, cervix, but I mean, seriously, how should I interpret this sign?
Public cervix announcement?
Yeah, and then, something at the bottom in black letters.
Well, I'd say it goes against GOP patriarchy, as in screw them for thinking that they have jurisdiction over what we do with our bodies. That's our right to privacy.
Of course it is, yes.
That's our right to privacy.
Nobody's arguing with that. But why so angry? I mean, who's there infringing on your right for privacy? And by the way, you're here in an open, place for everybody to see, like, what you have to say. So, I mean, who do you have a grief with? I just trying to understand.
Sorry,
beef
what was
with.
your question?
Who are having a beef with? When you're saying they, you have the right for privacy. Of course you do.
I have beef with the GOP.
Really? Oh,
Absolutely.
okay.
I beef with the GOP who think that they can use their moral compass, their religious beliefs to decide what I want to do with my body. Whether or not I want to have an abortion, that's my choice.
Of course it is. But who said that it's not? I mean, did you hear anybody?
Governor Greg Abbott, the Supreme Court.
I see.
May he rest in peace, Justice Scalia, Lindsey Graham, Amy Coney Barrett. The list goes on and on.
What did
the
they
Catholic
say?
Church.
But what did they say that does not allow you to do whatever? I mean, you want to do in a free country like America.
What was that?
What is there that they do not allow you to do in a free country like America?
Well, in Texas, if you read up on the law, they've banned abortions after 6 weeks of gestation with no exceptions for incest or rape.
I see.
And most women won't really know. Most women don't know if they're pregnant after 6 weeks. So the statistic is that 85% of women who seek out abortions now in Texas won't be able to have one. It's even in case of rape or incest. And with that, there is a $10,000 incentive for private citizens to sue abortion providers who are trying to help women. So really what that does, that doesn't end abortion, that ends safe abortions. Now women are going to have to resort to archaic measures to not have children if they don't want to. Or drive hundreds of miles to have an abortion, which is just a basic human right.
Abortion.
Yes.
You don't have children, right?
No.
Do you plan on having children in the future? Maybe
Absolutely.
Yes, you will.
Absolutely. I plan on having 3 children.
Oh, great.
Absolutely.
But
I have names picked out.
Awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. I love children. I can't wait to have children.
But why would you even, raise this issue? I'm just a little bit confused. I mean, once in my life, hello. You can join the conversation. So once in my life, I was kind of, as a man, of course, children were younger, as a younger person, abortion. I came from USSR originally, by the way, and over there, USSR.
Okay.
So in the USSR, everybody has at least half a dozen abortions, almost every woman, okay? So, but then at some point, I kind of saw under microscope, like a few cells. It's not developed anything, just a few cells. They started beating, like contracting, which of course will develop into the heart. And when I looked at that, I was like, where do you think life begins? I mean, does it begin at 6 weeks? Does it begin when, let's say, these cells start contracting? I mean, it kind of changed my attitude a little bit. I became less nonchalant about abortions. I mean, well, what do you think? That's another question. Where do you think life begins, by the way?
To be honest, that's something I can answer. I'm not a medical professional.
No, but
also, I think that question is irrelevant. At the end of the day, if you don't want to have a child, you shouldn't be forced to have a child. For example, me, I'm 25 years old. I just moved here. I'm just learning to take care of myself. If I were to get pregnant, why should I be forced to have a child that I don't want right now and that I can't give a good life right now?
Well, no, I agree with that. I agree completely.
I'm unemployed right now as well.
Unemployed, you said?
Yeah, because of the pandemic.
I see.
I lost my job because of the pandemic.
Oh, but what's your profession?
I work in the music industry.
I'm sorry?
Music industry.
Oh, music industry. Oh my God, yeah, you guys were affected the most. Yeah. Do you play the musical instrument?
What was that?
Do you play a musical instrument?
No, I just work on the business side.
Oh, I see. I got it.
Yeah, but listen, I honestly think that where does life begin is an irrelevant question to abortion. And also, honestly, whether life begins when the child is born, 6 weeks, 2 weeks, 8 weeks, that doesn't matter. It's my body. At the end of the day, I deserve to make the best decision for myself. And like I said, I want children more than anything in the entire world. I cannot wait to be no.
That's awesome. I know. I'm with you. I love children too. Absolutely. I adore children. But then why are you so kind of adamant about like all these issues? I mean, why are you even here in the first place if you love children? I mean, it's like...
Because I love myself.
But it's your choice. You don't have to kind of have men in your bed. It's as simple as that.
I don't have to what?
You don't have to have men in your bed. I mean, that's the only way to get pregnant to start with, no? It's your choice. That's another choice that you have.
Exactly.
Just screw men.
Please don't film me.
How is that the choice?
Take your camera off.
Okay.
How is it a woman's choice to get pregnant?
Well,
What
it's
if
just...
she's raped?
That's a different
What about
story.
incest?
No, I'm not talking about that. Of course, it's a different
It
issue.
all falls under one area.
But I'm not...
What if a man pokes a hole in the condom?
Well, it's...
It's not
I-
true.
What if it's
I've been with people
Uh-huh.
who have purposely took the condom off without me knowing. So how could I know if I were to get pregnant? Take the fucking camera off my face for the millionth time.
Okay,
And
I'm
have
not-
a conversation with
And
me.
you know what? You know what else? What if you had a girl, a young girl, as young as 10 years old? Because there are young girls out there who are getting their periods earlier and earlier because of the hormones that we add into our food now. They are getting their periods at 8, 9. What if she was raped?
But nobody
Hold on,
says...
let me finish. What if she was raped by her father, her uncle, her brother, and she were to get pregnant without even knowing it? She's never had her period before. You can get pregnant without ever having your period because you don't know that you are supposed to get one. So now, this girl has no way of knowing that she's pregnant. She lives in Texas. She's 10 years old, and she has to deliver her baby. How is that right?
Of course it's not right. But
You know what? But in Texas, if that were the case, that young 10-year-old girl who has so much life ahead of her will not be able to get an abortion.
that's what it says, because I'm not
Yes.
familiar.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Are you here to get answers, or are you here
Yes.
to put your opinion on other people?
Did you hear me putting my opinion? I'm
And
just
what are you
asking
filming
questions.
for?
Just for myself, for Maximum. Brazilian company. All right, well, thank you. See ya.
Period.
I agree.
Period.
I'm not arguing about that.
No, that's
Okay.